right full of cars.
It is a Monday, and Bolty and I are going to collect a car today, except that we can't do it just at the moment, and rather than just finding somewhere to stop, we thought we'd hang around on a housing estate, a bit like a couple of chancers, looking for easy pickings. And now, out of Boaty's car and into the new acquisition. Looking over the bonnet there, you can see it's black with 2 stripes. 2. However, the stripes are peeling off, and the stickers are going to come off anyway, because I don't really think they're to everybody's taste. This is an unusual car because it's a MG ZS 120, but with an automatic gearbox. And when I say automatic, of course, I mean the old Stepspeed. It is an unusual choice, isn't it? MG ZS with an automatic box. And the Stepspeed, the CVT box as well, is particularly unusual because the way it just sticks up one revolution everywhere you go. Listen what we're at now. If I put my foot down a bit now, it picks up okay though. Besides that, it's just like driving an MG ZS or a 45 that's a bit firmer. It's nice. It feels solid. It feels planted. Not that I've done anything silly with it, but you can just tell its general overall road manners are all very nice indeed. Faults so far? Well, there's quite a few niggles with it really, that's the thing. That's why this car has been acquired by me, because it's not a show car by any standard. And as you can see, can you see the headline in there? Yes, it's on my head. A new purpose for headlining is to keep your head from getting cold. Seems to be a distant kind of grindy noise in the way there as well. Not sure whether that's a wheel bearing or something sticking ever so slightly in the brake, but it's not slowing down as I take my foot off the accelerator, so I don't think it can be that. Yes, seats are good. Seats are very good. Steering, good. Just goodness. The goodness shall prevail. Does it do performance? Well, it might be a bit tricky with having a bus right in front of us, but there we go. They are a strange thing, these CVT gearboxes. It just sounds like a manual box that's slipping really rather badly, and it will take a bit of getting used to. Just a bit of getting used to. Maybe not a lot, but just a bit. I don't know. Let's find out. We'll find out one day when we're on our way. No, the clutch isn't slipping. Oh, that's strange. That faint scraping noise seems to have gone away. So it must have been something jangling on the caliper or something. That's what I'm assuming. I know it's had some new brakes put on it. Can't remember whether they were the front brakes or the rear brakes. I think they were the rear brakes, but it needed that. And part of its exhaust for its MOT, which it's had recently. I have a problem, and so does Boaty with this. You drive something different and you cannot want it. And at the moment, I'm doing the same thing with this. I like it enough to actually want it, and that is completely stupid because I've got 3 cars that I'm not allowed to get rid of. See over there, that's an MG, that is just over there. It's an MG ZS 30. So as you can see, this here is an MG ZS 120 with its factory fit body kit and all the special bits everywhere and looking rather sporty indeed. The big arches, the 11 spoke wheels and the pretend gills. It's in reasonably good condition. It's got a massive scratch there. Turned out to be a dog hair though. This is going to be a prime example of something that's going to come up nice with a bit of mustard magic. Inside the car.
About how you could sort the paintwork out.
Yes, I was.
Yeah.
There are a few little bits to do paint wise. You see that? Little rough bits there. Little rough bits. They come up nicely with a bit of careful thingying. The sticker on the front's kind of had it really. I mean, the old MG one's still okay, but there looks like there was another MG under there. It's like that slid and then fallen off, but I don't know if it was on top or it must have been on top. Couldn't possibly been underneath, could it? Anyway, it's all just a bit too. Yes. Actually, to be honest, it doesn't look like it was put on straight in the first place, so maybe that's not such a bad thing. Inside we have a half leather interior.
You mind?
So I think this car's got the makings of something rather nice indeed, actually. Because most of it is all good. Yes, we may have the occasional broken vent and a headlining that simply doesn't do the job. Oh, and the aircon doesn't work. But the seats are actually quite good. It's not split at least. And the bolster's good. There's a good bolster on there. We like a nice bolster. 4 electric windows. And of course that automatic gearbox. In the rear, the seats are also very nice. And it is blessed with another headlining and some parcel shelves. Shut. The engine's a bit grubby in places, but that's what I like to see because it shows it's not been messed with to try and make it look better than it actually is. 57,500 miles. Oh, that's as sweet as your mama's some spares in the boot. As Boaty was following me, he named this car because of this, OMC. Oh my God! And normally I disagree with these names, I think they're dreadful and awful. But to call this car the Cod... What's it called?
The Codfather.
The Codfather. That works for me. That's what it's called. Boaty's going through the paperwork and he's really, really quite happy with this, aren't you, mate?
Yeah.
Yeah, found all sorts of nice things.
Well, most interestingly, I've just discovered that prior to the current owner or the most recent owner, this car lived in Aberdare, which is the nearest town to my home village in South Wales and where my father was born, a place I know very well. So I feel a special connection to this car. It's almost as if we've already swapped fluids.
And that is an ongoing problem that we seem to have, that everything we pick up with both, either one or the other, ends up with some feeling towards this car before we've even driven it anywhere. Don't we? Is that coffee okay or is it a bit too cheap?
It's a bit too cheap.
Yeah, I thought it might be. Slow down!
I remember saying that the last time we were here. I remember saying dirty, filthy bastards or words to that effect. I mean, some of this is just outrageous. I mean, there's a...
It's a can.
What the fuck is that?
Oh, it's an energy drink.
No, it's fucking cat food.
It looks like cat food, but it's not actually cat food.
It is, it's cat food.
No, it's not cat food. Look, it's got a thing to drink out of. Yeah, so what car has that seat come out of, do you reckon?
Oh,